Enos stood on a high ridge in Hoca'dan, where the air was thin and the Sar Mountains loomed like ancient titans. At 18, the village felt less like a place and more like an intersection of worlds. Below him, the houses clung to the steep slopes, their red roofs, a mosaic against the deep green of the Macedonian hills. He breathed in the scent of pine and fresh rain, feeling the pulse of a heritage that was both Balkan and Turkish. A sudden whistle echoed through the pines as Ardit scrambled up the path to join him. Ardit, with his effortless energy, was the brother Enes had chosen. They lived in a village where Turkish, Albanian, and Macedonian voices drifted through the same marketplaces, a quiet harmony that felt as natural as the mountain springs. Ardit carried a football, spinning it on one finger, a restless energy always radiating from him. Ardit pulled a claret and blue jersey from his bag, the colors of Hoca'dan Trabzonspor. In this village, the loyalty to the Turkish club was a sacred thread connecting them to the Black Sea shores. To Ardit and the local youth, these colors represented more than a team. They were a symbol of the enduring bond with Turkey, a heritage that flourished even hundreds of miles away in the heart of North Macedonia. They looked toward the village center, where the Recep Tayyip Erdogan Stadium sat like a modern jewel among the traditional homes. Built with the support of the diaspora and reflecting the village's deep ties to Turkey, the stadium was their pride. It was a place where the modern world met ancient roots, a testament to the success of those who had traveled far but never forgotten the soil of Hoca'dan. On their way down, they passed the garden of Zoran, a Macedonian elder who had lived next to Enes's family for decades. Zoran was tending to his grapevines, his hands weathered by years of mountain sun. He waved them over, offering a handful of fruit. In the simple exchange of greetings in 3 languages, Enes saw the true strength of their village, the quiet, daily respect between different souls sharing the same earth. Later, Enes sat with Hikmet at a small cafe overlooking the valley. Hikmet, a storyteller of the Turkish community, spoke of the diaspora, the sons and daughters in Western Europe whose remittances had transformed the village. They built the houses in the stadium, Hikmet said, pointing toward the new construction. But you, the young Pens, must build the bridges of the spirit so our traditions don't get lost in the concrete. Ardit's focus, however, was on the pitch. Under the bright lights of the stadium, he practiced his footwork. Each strike of the ball against the net was a rhythmic heartbeat. For Ardit, football was the language that needed no translation, a way to honor the claret and blue while carving out his own path. He moved with the precision of someone who knew exactly where he belonged. Enes returned to his desk that night, the weight of Hikmet's words settling in his mind. He opened his journal to write about the 3-chord braid, the Turkish, Albanian, and Macedonian lives woven so tightly together in Hoca'dan. He realized that his identity wasn't a choice between these influences, but a beautiful, complex sum of them all, anchored by the mountains and the modern dreams of his peers. The next morning, Zoran and Hikmet met at the village square, sharing a bench as they watched the youth head toward the stadium for a local match. They represented the old guard, the keepers of the peace, who had ensured that harmony remained the village's greatest export. Their easy conversation, a mix of local dialects, was the foundation upon which the younger generation now built their future. Enes and Ardit stood at the village entrance, the gateway to the winding mountain road. They were 18, ready to face a world that was rapidly changing, but they carried the spirit of Hoca'dan with them. Whether through the stroke of a pen or a goal on the pitch, they knew they were the bridge between their ancestors' traditions and the bright, multicultural future of the Sar Mountains.